This is a quick story about a quick journey. One that traverses many colorful miles, exquisite vistas, and, yeah. This is Amy, and this is me. And these are the roads of October. We'll take you from Lincoln, Nebraska, and other great cities such as Cheyenne and Lodgegrass, Wyoming, to the edifice of Crazy Horse in South Dakota, and the Little Bighorn Creek. We'll walk and talk while you can sit and ride. We'll see you there. A mere 383 miles from Lincoln was our first major stop to the fabled Chimney Rock. Starting our journey the night before, we had only several short stops en route to this 300-foot edifice, which the Cheyenne Indians referred to as Kilpalakawe, or Coyotes. This formation was a great site for the natives of the region, as well as a gathering point for Western explorers using the Mormon, the California, and, most notably, the Oregon Trail. Though not nearly as busy as it once was, it wasn't a bad spot to stop and have lunch. A short 48 miles away from Chimney Rock lies the great site, visited only by ramblers and vagabonds, known as Carthage. Essentially, amidst his boredom of the late 80s, some guy spray-painted a bunch of old cars gray and erected them in a pattern which, supposedly, functions as a solar calendar, as well as a spiritual center for the mystic followers of Mopar. Very stirring. So, now that you've made it to this historic, renowned locale, how do you feel? What is your impression of this noted site?
I feel like somebody made good on a pretty large investment of time and money. I mean, this is clearly a very important place to visit and to see. And
Are you feeling the spiritual connectedness? The position of the cars, the way they highlight the cardinal directions.
No, actually, I'm not really getting that, but it, just feels majestic here. I think that's the word I'd use. Majestic.
In the Black Hills of South Dakota, 17 miles away from the graven images of white men, is being carved the image of Crazy Horse, famous Ogallala Lakota warrior who, during his life, refused any image to be made of him. More than just the visage of him astride a horse, the area is also a dedicated Native American cultural center and the Indian Museum of North America. Though it's still over a mile away from the visitor center, it's an imposing addition to the landscape. With our daylight spent, we decided to stay off the road and turn in for the night. Not bad for the first day. Though Japan is considered the land of the rising sun, watching the sun rise over the ridges of South Dakota is certainly something to behold. We had already come over 660 miles the day before, and, being the early bird, Amy started our morning leg into Wyoming. Before getting too high in the eastern sky, the sun revealed to us the Bear Lodge, or, as it is more commonly referred to since its declaration as the first national monument, Devil's Tower, where we stopped for breakfast. We even had a little company. More than twice the height of Chimney Rock, it has served as a spiritual site for Native Americans for hundreds of years. You can still see small remembrances left in the branches of the ponderosa pines around the base of the tower, prayer bundles tied up by faithful pilgrims. Though not a subscriber to this particular tradition, I cannot deny the spiritual power of this place, nor its beauty. Go ahead and look. We'll wait.
If my home I never find, then let me live again. The longer I run, then the less that I find. Selling my soul for a nickel and dime, breaking my heart to keep singing these rhymes and losing again. The longer I run, then the less that I find. Selling my soul for a nickel and dime, breaking my heart to keep singing these rhymes and losing again. Tell my brother please not to look for me.
This place was hard to leave, but as there is always more to see, we sojourned on. North and west. Battlefields don't look so tidy during conflict, but leave it to time to clean it up a little. Unfortunately, time also sometimes sanitizes the filth that should be remembered. The barbarism of armed troops riding to attack a traveling community next to a small creek in the Bighorn Mountains of present-day Montana. It's difficult not to be moved by the scene etched into stone and wrought out of iron. But it was also difficult not to be a little bit excited, being in the far reaches of a part of our history that few get the chance to touch. This is the farthest Amy and I would travel on our short junket. It doesn't look like much here, but 1,000 miles gave us a great perspective for the lifestyle of traveling the Great Plains. All there was to do now was circle back. It's time to go home, even if we planned on getting lost along the way.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in.
Making it back to home base wasn't exactly a quick turnaround, so we made a few quick stops to liven up our last day. We stopped for breakfast and to make another friend, to pursue our civic duty in another state, and to revel in the sunshine and the turning leaves. But home! We had made it! These 3 days were a great blessing, though the sight of us may not necessarily have been for other folks. And the love, the sights, the smells, and the sounds we would not soon forget.